The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Accept others the way they are. You cannot change other people. To try to change them is to fit what you want is like trying to change a dog into a cat into a horse. They are what they are, and you are what you are. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow down 39, NASDAQ up 8, S&P's up 3, gold contract up $2.20 at $12.18 an ounce. Silver up 14 cents, $16.21 an ounce. Platinum up $4.50, $9.10 an ounce. Copper flat, $2.48 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1.38. $47.26 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note flat, 124.26. 30-year bond down 6 ticks, 150.18. Both notes and bonds, folks, failed to hold higher price. King dollar up 6 ticks, 99.550. Now, King dollar is going to get intriguing here because this is what we did. King dollar went higher yesterday, had an expansion of volume, tested that today, and thus far has failed on price and on volume. It's right into the gap. Euro's trading at 108 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 114 1/3 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You get the SPY trading sideways. We've done 38 million shares. We're 239.83. Yesterday you do 51 million. The prior day you do 48 million, and we are going into 149 million shares. So bottom line, it's going to need a lot more price and volume to get up and over this 240 area. Dow Industrials, we take a look at the Dow. The Dow is very subtle, but it's just basically losing little point by point by point. Dow Industrials down 41 bucks. That's not a lot, no doubt. Okay, we're 20,934. The number to keep your eye on is 20,957, which we're under. That number is the lows of the high that was generated out here on March 1st. The composite and the NASDAQ composite's trading at highs. You're up 10 bucks, 61.30. Your close out here yesterday was 61.20. Your high was 61.32. And bottom line, we're right at the highs right now. NDX 100, same type of setup inside the NDX. NDX is up 4.5 bucks right now. You're at 56.82. We closed at 56.78. Bottom line, you're 4 points over that level. We're at the highs. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract out here today, folks. Traded 181,000 contracts. You had a low of 12.17. You had a high of 12.25. Bottom line, you have 181,000 contracts. Gold's going to need more contract value with that and more price. The number you want to look for in gold is the close over 12.25. Now, that being said, on a weekly basis, you're still set up pretty good. You know, bottom line is that you're coming into the swing point, dramatically lighter volume. Silver also needs to catch a bid. Hasn't caught a bid. Bottom line, you're up 15 cents, but you need a bid. We've gone from $18.72 in April 27th down to a low yesterday of $16.06. The 10-year notes. Okay, so 10-year notes, we give it up. This baby gave it up on volume and price. We have done 1 million contracts. So what you have is this. Your 10-year is at 124.26. Anything under 125 is you're getting into the lower range. It's been teetering here since the 4th of April, 4th of May rather. That's when we went from 125.15 to 125.02. Yesterday, it saved itself right at the end of the day. It got up into just about, just about where we are right now. So we'll see how this shakes out coming into the end of today. Right now, you're 6 ticks away from that 125, and that 125 is a big number. We go take a look at the 30-year. Now, the 30-year has been under the into the lower range for quite some time right now. Well, 5 days. We are at 150.18. You have light volume, but bottom line is that it can't hold price. This baby is going into 333,000 contracts, and we've done 225. King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? King Dollar, folks, is right into the gap. Good old King Dollar. Let's take a look at this baby. So this is where, okay, so your gap, the bottom of the gap is 99.560. We did 99.605 today. You've done 19,000 contracts. Now, yesterday, you had some volume behind the move. We did 29,000. We're going to do maybe 21,000 at the most today inside the dollar index. So what you have is this. The bottom of that gap is 99.560. You could say that if we close below that, you got a failure. But for a real failure, you'd want to see it close below 99.565. Well, actually, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so use the 560, because the 565 was the high of yesterday. Bottom line, you close below that, it's bearish. You close below 99.365, and it's even more bearish. That's how that's shaking out. So you had the volume in it yesterday. Not huge volume, but you had the volume spike. You get over it. We're under it right now. It has anemic volume. Bottom line, we'll see how this shakes out as we come into the close out here today. Inside the Dow Industrials out here, intraday, the Dow is flat. Then you had Boeing basically take it down. Boeing at the 220 price point went from 184 to 178. It's trading at 182 right now. And that news, fundamental news, had to do with they're suspending their 737 maximum flights on an engine issue. So that's what took that thing south. Boeing said it would temporarily suspend flights of its new 737 MAX jetliner because the engine problems that came to light days before deliveries would begin to airline customers. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow down 43. NASDAQ up 10. S&P's up 3. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's nadex.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look inside the Dow Industrials and see what's moving it out here. On the way down, Boeing is putting 35 negative points into it. You have the Disney putting 16 negative points, 3M 7, Apple 5, putting positive points into it. You have Chevron putting 10, Goldman putting 8, Caterpillar putting 6, Travelers putting 5. We go over and we take a look at Boeing first. So what you have with Boeing is that now this is going to get really intriguing in Boeing, and this is why. So you had a high out here that was established March 2nd, and you're going to remember the highs of the market is March 1st. This high was $185.71. You did 4 million shares. Well, we tested it yesterday with 3. You come off this high, and now we come off this high with volume, folks. You've done 5.2 million already. You didn't reach the swing point yet. The swing point is 173.75. You hit 178. Bottom line, it bounced off to 178 pretty good, but you are getting some major selling inside Boeing, and I expect you're going to see major selling coming right into the close. This is a high volume low that wants to get tested. So you're at 181.69. You can expect a 178.18 to get tested, and it very well could get tested today. Disney, we can take a look at Disney. Disney came out with numbers. ESPN is what's killing them. Bottom line, Disney's an ABC structure on the way down. It took out its B point, which is 109.06. That B point had a high volume low. This is a A to B equals C to D, and we get a 105 price projection. 105 is going to bring you back to December 9th. And that's going to be quite a hit on Disney if that's what you get. Because right off the bat, because we've gone sideways for so long, from January 30th, you have anyone that bought that above January 30th, that gets them in a losing position basically overnight. So, Disney has got some price back today. The low is 108. We're at 109.52 right now. That being said, though, you broke the swing. You broke it with volume. It's an ABC structure on the way down. Inside the NDX 100, the strength out here inside the NDX 100 is NVIDIA. That's up $17, 17%. I think it's got, $17.84. Monster. Electronic Arts is up 13%. $12.87. Activision is up 2.4%, and Symantec is up 2.4%. Taken away from it, Priceline is down 4.9 on $93. You get Viacom down 3.5 or $1.27. Alexin Pharmaceutical is down 3.75, and you get Norwegian Cruise Lines off 2.8, 153. If we go take a look at the IBB, you're going to see inside the IBB trading sideways. This came down hard on Monday. We'll see. It looks like it's building cause to try to get into this lower swing of a 286. Gold. What do we get? Let's go over the XAU and the HUI. XAU, HUI, they both have got inside their higher range. So if we look at the XAU right now, we're trading 81.68. 81.31 is the number you want to keep your eye on, folks. If we get a close over that's going to give it some basically game, and the next game would be up to 84.95. In the gold bugs index, the HUI, the number to keep your eye on, that's up 374 right now at 189. Keep your eye on 189.15. You get above that, it's already basically rejected lower price, had lighter volume, on the daily and on the weekly. The weekly is a nice setup. So we'll see how we get into this by the end of the week. Right now, the gold bugs index, it's into that bar by 4 points. That's a good number. That's a good number. I'd like to see a couple more by tomorrow. If we get a couple more by tomorrow, 3 or 4, you'll go into Friday, and it'll be a nice price as we come into Friday. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market. And today's going to be another low volume market out here, folks. Let's go take a look. Okay, you have NVIDIA's the leader. What a move that is, up 17 bucks. Chesapeake Energy's up 38 cents. You have Micron Tech up 50. GE is down at 25 cents. You get Freeport-McMoRan up 11. Mylan Pharma. Excuse me, folks. Sorry about that. We got Mylan Pharmaceutical up 15 cents. Disney's the culprit on the way down. Let's go to Electronic Arts, EA. These guys are printing money. And, wow, you talk about a gap higher. Holy cow. Look at that, man. So that baby gapped higher. You're at all-time highs. And this thing, from 2012, went from $10 to 108. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. That is one big number, man. There's no two ways about that. Let's go to Mike in Somerville. Hey, Mike, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tommy, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm awesome, brother.
That's a beautiful thing.
We got the sun in Massachusetts again, 2 days in a row now.
Oh, man, miracles do happen.
Listen, I only call you about Verizon on your 3 o'clock show for some reason, but I got to know. You told me to wait to 46. I know the volume was high there, but what do you think, brother?
Let's take a look. So we get Verizon Communications. The low is $45. The high is $56. They pay a 4.9% dividend. Okay, so $45.89. 2 weeks ago, we hit with 125 million. You're going into 129 million. Okay, so now you're at 46.39. Okay, so what I would do. Okay, so let me ask you. So are you going in and out of your IRA? Is that what you're doing here with this?
Yeah, buddy. It's like you said, this isn't a trade. It's I don't want to get killed, obviously.
No. I'm with you. So. Are you saying you want to buy more, or you want to stop, or what are we doing?
No, I did the 46. Like I said, that day when it went to 40. No, it's in my 401k, Tom. I have to do it by 12 o'clock in the afternoon that day.
Okay. So, I just keep that, it looks to me, this is what, you got a problem because 2 weeks ago we're down with big volume. Now, it's still lighter volume than it was going into, but now you need a sign of strength. It looks to me like it can run to like 48.51. Let me see. Yeah, they already come out.
You know what? Tom, the day it was at 46, it was yielding 5%. I mean, how can you? I know you can go wrong, obviously.
Oh yeah, listen, no, 5%. I agree, though, man. Let me tell you something. You know what's so wild, folks, about these phone companies? I remember you're talking going back calls like 7 or 8 years that these things have been yielding 4.5% and 5%. And in this environment, that is an amazing yield. Yeah, I mean, so. You want a sign of strength, though. That's the other side of it too, No,
I get you. I don't like your tone right now, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I pushed the button, I did it, and I know you're not saying it's going to go up, but I get that, brother. I hear you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, what happens is this: is that when you're looking for a sign of strength, that's exactly what you're doing. You work looking for a sign of strength, man.
Yeah, I
Go
hear
get,
you,
man.
buddy. I appreciate it. All right, brother.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow's down 46. NASDAQ is up 7. S&P's are up 2.5. We'll be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over and we take a look at the XLE. So you had the oil market catch a bid out here. Bottom line, XLE is up 95 cents. You're trading at 68.18, but that doesn't have enough juice, folks. Okay, you're coming into, let's see, we're coming into 18 million shares. You're coming into 27 million shares. And right now you've done 14 million. If we go take a look at the ExxonMobil, which is the largest weighting, that is up 30 cents. But bottom line, that you get a sideways move there, actually, $81.83. Chevron. Chevron is trading up $1.62. Not bad. This Chevron's not bad. You still get 4.3 million going into 6.8. The XLF, we go into the financial sector. XLF up 4 cents, 43 million shares. This is having there. This is going into 65 million. This is intriguing. This one. Let's go take a look at J.P. Morgan. See what good old J.P. Morgan is doing. So J.P. Morgan is up on 6 million, up 60 cents, and that is coming into 10 million. Bank of America. Yeah, same setup. They're all, okay, so they're going to need a lot more juice in order to sustain higher price. We go over and we take a look at Big Blue. Big Blue's been having a hard time in an extraordinary way since they come out with numbers. This baby just keeps going south. It's gone from a price point in 3 months of 182 to 151, and this looks that it's making its way right there. Oh, this is going to get really dangerous now. So check this out, folks. Your high volume swing low that it's been going after for quite a while is 147. The high of that low is 155. So you can see you're at 151. So you're already into the bar by 4 points. That brings the probability much higher. You're going to get to the bottom of the bar. And 28 million. 31. If we get to that bottom of the bar with the aspect of how we've been trading, that is going to be enormous problems for Big Blue, because it looks like Big Blue actually wants to come all the way back to what saved it last time. I believe that's 116. Yeah, it's 116. And at 116, the reason it got saved, and it could very well get saved again, is the downdraft to 2008. The high of that downdraft was $116 in the month of October. The low was 78. And it's a huge volume bar. It's 315 million shares there, and that'd be very hard to break down. Last time we came down where it saved itself, it did 106 million versus that 315, rejected the lower price at that particular point, and then did a nice bounce. You know, you went up from the 116 all the way up to the 182. Now the problem with it is that it's coming off these highs with volume. And then we know, okay, so that's on a technical basis. On a fundamental basis, they have a bigger problem. And what that problem is that Warren Buffett has already sold a third of his position. Bottom line, he owns 54 million shares. The real question is going to be, hey, guess what? You sold a third of it, you're going to sell more of it. We won't know until after the fact. But that's a big number. A third of the position was 27 million shares. He has 54 million shares left. What you have on top of that, and so now watch how this works. I don't have this, I can't do this quick enough, but this is what you do have. There are other funds that mimic what Berkshire Hathaway does. That is a problem when Berkshire is selling. It's great when Berkshire is buying for the equity. It's terrible when they're selling, because what they're trying to do is mimic the Berkshire Hathaway model. That's how they sell the service. Bottom line, what does that mean? Guess what? That means that you're going to sell more product, more shares. We go take a look at Apple. The question is that has Buffett added to Apple? And if we take a look at Apple, last time he added was on February 27th. He added 79 million shares. Right now, he owns 2.63 million shares. Now, what does happen there, this one's interesting, because the February 27th filing, he didn't have to file that. So this gets really intriguing. So the way it works, folks, is that if you own 5% of the equity, you get to file each and every time you buy or sell. When you file under that, you do not have to file. So in Buffett's case, it's like, okay, why did he file? What Buffett is also known for, that he has been able to do many times, and in fact, Ackerman, I'll show you what Ackerman has just done. is that you can go to the SEC and you can ask them for a exemption for a certain amount of time of the filing because of the fact that you feel that other large funds will go after you going into the equity or out of the equity. Now, what has happened is that Bill Ackerman, let me see if I can find this for you. 1 second, Ackerman. There it is. So Ackerman, who's known for being a plunger specifically means that you go into a few different equities and try to make your money on those equities. And, you know, he's made a fortune and lost a fortune on doing these positions. Well, he disclosed out here today. He didn't disclose what he's into, but we'll find out eventually because Bill Ackerman's new long position has gained about 30% since Pershing Square invested in the shares. The billionaire investor said Wednesday, the only disappointment on our part is that we did not get enough shares before the stock really started to run. Ackerman said Wednesday on a call reviewing the first quarter performance of his publicly traded fund, Pershing Square Holdings Limited, which mirrors the holdings of his hedge fund, Pershing Square Capital Management. The unnamed investment already compromises about 5% of the hedge fund's capital, he said. Pershing Square, okay, maybe he doesn't own 5%. Yeah, I see. He may not own 5% of the fund, but he's plunging right now because this is what you have. Let's see. The unnamed investment already compromises 5% of the hedge fund's capital, he said. Pershing Square investor correspondence this year showed that it held one as of yet undisclosed long holding. The position is one of two investments Pershing Square made in the past 4 months. The other was compromised a 9 to 10% position in the fund. That's pretty intense. So that's, you know, he's done very well with those, and he's done pretty bad with those. I believe over the long period of time, though, he still made money, big money too. If you take the last disaster that he had was Valiant. This is pretty intense. And when you talk Valiant, it's interesting because Tuesday, Valiant closed on Monday at 970. It's trading 1263, and it has volume behind the move. So let's take a look at this. Yeah, this thing is this is pretty cool, man. Okay, so Valiant. Yeah, Valiant's up 58 cents. Valiant can run to like $26.72. Yeah. This is going to be wild watching this thing shake out. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now down 44. NASDAQ is off 1. S&Ps are flat. We're right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver-producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2020, 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. After the close out here, a lot of earnings once again. Pretty amazing just how many companies are out there, and you get earnings one after the other after the other. One of the big ones out here today will be Whole Foods. That comes out right after the market close. Whole Foods in the last month has gone from $28 to $36. That being said, when you take a look at it, it's also gone from $65 in 2013, to this level of 36. So what you have with Whole Foods is that it's come right into ice. Now this is going to get intriguing. The reason being is that when you take a look at this, this is a normal bounce. And we'll find out whether they got any strength. Okay, last month, you went up with 162 million shares. You were going into 200. Let me bring this a little bit closer. So I'll bring this. Okay, so we did. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, so we did a 23% retracement. Yeah, it looks to me, Whole Foods looks like we get nothing heavy, but this thing can get on a 34.66. You had the strength that absolutely came in there, and it came in really well on the 10th of April. But after that point, what you definitely had is that you had the aspect of that you were testing that area. You tested it on dramatically lighter volume. We go take a look at the TLT, which is the 20-year bond plus fund. Now, what's going to get intriguing here is that this had broken out of its consolidation, as did the 10-year notes and 30-year bonds. That being said, this is actually a better setup. And let me put this on a weekly for a second. Yeah, this is saying, too, this is going to get intriguing, man. See, this is saying this baby still wants to go back to 124 and you're at 120.36 right now. What is pretty amazing, folks, is that what we have had the last few days is that, here, let me pull up the S&Ps for a second so you can see that the volatility index, that the VIX, has been at this low now for 3 days. The low that we're talking about, yesterday the low was 956. Today the low is 962. You're trading at 10. On Monday it was 967. What that has done, if we bring up the S&P, so the VIX has everything to do with the S&P. If you bring up the S&P, what you're going to see is that the highs on this S&P outside of the spike It's like 2,400, and the lows have been 2,388. You get 12 points in 4 days. That's it. Yesterday and today, the most amount of movement was really about 3 or 4 points. And my point is that there's been more volatility inside the bond market than there has inside the S&P, which is very unusual, actually. We go back over and we take a look. Now, what's going to get intriguing here is this. See, this happened yesterday, is that when we come into the close, let me see, what time is it? Yeah, the last 20 minutes. This happened yesterday, too. So the last 20 minutes yesterday, you had the gold market start moving higher. What we have out here right now is that the dollar is starting to give it up just a little bit more. We're at 99.515, and bottom line is that we'll see what it can get. I doubt it's going to get down to 99.365, but if it did, that'd be really bearish, because what that is, that's where we came down hard on the 18th of April. We went from 100.310 to 99.365. That would be a big heads up that this baby not only wants to go south, but you continue building cause for that lower price. We get over and we take a look at the oil market. What we had with the oil market out here today, you had the drawdown was huge. The drawdown was over 5 million barrels. Oil's up 3% today. You're trading at 47.73. And there's volume behind this move, oil's got smoked, there's no doubt. We went from $58 January down to $44.13 on Friday, and now it's building cause. I suspect we're going to... Now, this is just another situation where ICE is, which is a normal bounce in a market that has been going down, would be $48.55. As I said a little bit earlier, what hasn't got and caught a bid is the XLE. The XLE still having a hard time getting up into a higher price. We go take a look at the Amazon versus the Walmart battle out here. Amazon basically hanging at higher price. You're at $9.47. The sideways move out here, you're down $4.77, but that's a sideways move. Walmart is trading right now at $76.71. And Walmart actually had some juice in it yesterday. It went to $77.05. That battle is basically just starting. We'll see how it does shake out. Let me put this on a longer basis. So Walmart's going to need a lot more volume, man. Holy cow. Not even close. Yeah, Walmart's dying on the vine, actually. So it got over its swing point, 212 million. Yeah. It got over 127 million versus 212 of the swing high of August of 2016. So that's saying that Walmart's dying on the vine, number one. Let's do it this way. I want to see this for a second. This is going to get interesting. So look at this. Well, see, this is where this gets intriguing. If, in fact, Walmart could pull off a Amazon, watch the difference. Amazon, folks, trades at 138 PE and actually a 1217. Yeah, that's a forward PE. It's trading at 177 PE. You're paying $1. You're paying $177 for $1 of earnings, and Walmart is trading at 17. So you're paying $17.71 for $1. You could picture if, in fact, Amazon could, if Walmart could pull off what Amazon has played out, that would be pretty intense because, of course, the multiples are huge on Amazon. And the growth, here, this is what the growth stats are, too. So Amazon is growing, I think it's 34.9%. Yeah, 1 second. Let me just make sure that's right. WMT. Yeah, actually, it's not bad. Return to capital. So Walmart does really well too. Gross. Okay, so the five. Okay. Yeah, Amazon's return of capital is 15.52%, where Amazon is double that. Yeah, 34.2%. 15. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials are down 36. NASDAQ is up 5. S&Ps are up 2.5. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is down 34. NASDAQ is up 6. S&Ps are up 2.5. So bottom line is that when you take a look at, that's why this VIX is just laying there. That S&P has not moved just about all day. It opened up 2 points, and it looks like it's going to be closing at the same area. Pretty amazing. We're at 2393.50 yesterday at the close. And we're at 2396. Yeah, that's just really wild, man. Unreal. No two ways about that. Volume-wise out here, let's see what we're going to do. The churn is on, no doubt. You get 603 million, so they'll throw another 150 million in there. So that's going to be a 750 million. If we get that, that's really a low volume deal. NASDAQ Composite, though, has some volume. Now, this is going to be interesting in the Composite because we're at 1.87 right now. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. because bottom line is that, you're at the highs inside the composite. We look at the 3Qs. 3Qs right now trading at a price point of, you have 16 million. We get 16 million shares traded. That's light. You're testing out the 28 million from yesterday. The SPY is at 45 million. That's going into 51 million yesterday. And that's the SPY, by the way, is going into 149 million shares, folks, okay, which is pretty intense. The IWM, the small caps have done the 15 million shares. They actually got a little bit out here. That's going into 31 million. The diamonds, we take a look at the diamonds. The diamonds, 1.3 million. That is going into 2.3. And we'll see what kind of volume comes in the GDX at the close. The GDX, folks, is at 33 million right now. They like putting some volume into that at the close. I'd like to see it, another. They need a lot more volume, but bottom line, we'll see what they get in there. What we do. Oh, look at this. I needed 2 more pennies, too. Right now, the GDX is 21.93. You want 21. There it is. Yeah, you want 21.95. We're at 21.94. And where I'm going with the 21.95, folks, is this. Is that when the GDX got smoked, it went from 22.92 to 21.95. That's where the volume is. That's what it's trying to get into right now. So when you go into these volume bars, you're going to build cause, because the bottom line is that the type of price destruction that happened, you build some cause, you get into it, you take away the supply line, and that's the supply line. And this is a large supply line inside that GDX at that particular point, because you can actually bring that supply line all the way over to January 5th. That's kind of how that works. I mean, unless you got the GDX at the lows in March, the last couple of days, bottom line, that's a losing position coming right across. So that's what a supply line is all about. That being said, I do like what the XAU and the HUI has done. That's caught a bid. There's no 2 ways about that. And a few of the stocks that have come out with numbers, the numbers have been pretty good. Franco-Nevada today come out with numbers last night. Good numbers, big numbers. That's up $1.73. That's going after its highs. Silver Wheaton, SLW, that was the opposite. Silver Wheaton trading sideways. But that's not bad, sideways for someone that didn't make their numbers, So after the close, of course, lots of numbers coming out again. We'll see where this whole thing shakes and bakes. Snap that's going to get interesting to see where Snapchat comes out. They're coming out after the close. This is the first time they are coming out as a public company. It's trading $23 right now. And we'll see where it shakes and bakes. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming back with lots of numbers for you. Dow Industrial's down 33. NASDAQ is up 7. S&Ps are up 3.5. We are going to be right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad. You know, you guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others.
Sure.
To, get an idea where the fish might be biting. As far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, it's a great deal.
No, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. To begin, a great relationship, know what you want. Know what the needs of your body are, what the needs of your mind are, and what fits well with you. There are millions of men and women. And some of them will be a good match for you and others won't. The two of you only to be like a key and a lock, a match that works. That's a beautiful thing. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 32, NASDAQ up 8, S&P's up 2.5, gold contract up $3.30, trading at $12.19 an ounce. Silver up 14 cents, $16.21 an ounce. Platinum up $6.50, $9.12 an ounce. Copper flat, $2.48 a pound. Light sweet crude caught a bid up $1.50, $47.38 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note up one tick, 124.28. 30-year bond down one tick, 150.23. Both notes and bonds, folks. Okay, so check it out. Monday, bottom line, they kind of give it up. Tuesday, they pull back. You have lighter volume, 20 minutes before 4. They basically saved themselves, got higher. Today, failed on price and volume once again. Bottom line, we'll see how this shakes out tomorrow. It just didn't have the bid. The notes are up 10 ticks prior. 30 was up 15. And that's just saying that, guess what? It's going to go test that low once again. King dollar down 49 ticks, 99.495. Now, King dollar is just the opposite. King dollar has been trying to get into this gap, got into the gap, had volume yesterday as it went into the gap. What you did out here today, you got over the gap, filled the gap, gave it up in price, gave it up in volume. King dollar once again wants to go downtown. Euro. The euro is trading at 108 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 114.25 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You got a sideways market out here. You get no volume. You don't have buyers. You don't have sellers. You don't have all of the above. We have been in the same place now since March 1st. We're at 239.86. The high that was established March 1st with 149 million shares is the 240. We're right next to it. We're at 239.87 with 50 million. Bottom line, you're going to need a lot more than that to get up and over that level. Dow Industrials. Now, the Dow is basically, in a very subtle way, going south. And what the Dow did out here today, it did close under its benchmark. The benchmark being the lows of the high, which is 20,957. We closed at 20,943. We did that on 820 million. Bottom line is that you are coming into the 1 billion. So it needs a lot more juice than that to sustain and get up and over these highs. NASDAQ Composite closes at a high. NASDAQ Composite up $8.50, 61.29. That's a closing high, folks. 61.20 was the closing high yesterday, and 9 points over it. NDX 100 also at a closing high. NDX 100 up $3.50 at 56.81. Last closing high was 56.78. That being said, you talk about air, it's up on air in a big way. The NDX 100, 3Qs did 19 million shares versus that 28 million from yesterday. Gold contract, what do we have with gold? Gold contract, we're trading at a price point today of $12.17 to $12.25. You closed out at $12.19. Gold needs more volume and more price. It's held the lows. It's held the lows, but the bottom line is that it needs a lot more than this. You want to see gold, if you're a bull, over $12.25. And where $12.25 is, folks, that's the high of March 15th. That's when it came off its last bottom. It went from 1,200 to 1,225 in one trading session. Silver, same type of setup. Silver just can't catch a bid, period. Silver is pretty amazing, actually. We did 74,000 contracts. You're at $16.20. Now, notes. We take a look at the note market. What you have with notes is this. Notes got to a high today of 125.05. Couldn't hold the high. Excuse me. You did 1.1 million contracts, which is not enough. So that means you're going to a higher high. You're going into 1.5 million. Couldn't hold that price. You closed at 124.27, and anything under 125 is saying we are going to test the lows of yesterday once again, which is 124.24. And yeah, this can be down to 124.06 actually. So this, we'll see where this shakes out tomorrow. The bond market, the 30-year bond, what we have with the bonds, that closed at 150.22. Now, the difference in bond, the 30-year, this is going to get pretty wild watching this thing shake out, is this. So the 30-year, did volume of 240,000 contracts. You're coming into 314. The 30, however, though, this is like, a symbol that in council charting, candlestick charting, it's actually trying to make a bottom. There's a differential inside of this. King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? King Dollar, folks, did 20,000 contracts. You were going into the gap, made it right to the gap. The gap that we're talking about is 99.560. It went to 99.605. Closed at 99.510, which was under the gap as well as under the highs of yesterday. Yesterday we did 29,000 contracts. Today you did 20,000 contracts. Bottom line, now this will start to try to get down to the lows once again. And it's been building cause for quite a while to get into this 96 to 97 area. Right now you're at 99.505. After the close, Snap Chat that come out with numbers. This thing is getting toasted. It closed at $22.98. It's trading at $18 right now. Numbers on this go like this. Their active daily users are, the estimate was 168 million. They did 166 million. The loss estimate, let's see, the lost estimate was 176 million. They lost 182 million. Big numbers. The bottom line is it's trading only $1 above its IPO price, and that'll probably disappear by the time we get back from this commercial. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. And folks, some of you around, some of you weren't around, but bottom line, 1970. This is the day, if you happen to be a hockey fan, that Bobby Orr scored that goal to win the championship. So it's pretty amazing that as time goes on, and that picture, no doubt, is a phenomenal picture, man. It's like, you know, how did it, anyway, it's a great picture. If you've never seen the picture, just Google Bobby Orr and you'll pull it up. But 1970, man, that's insane. That's a long time ago. We go over, let's go take a look at, well, first we'll take a look at Snap. So Snap closed at $22.98. That's trading at $18. Now, this was an IPO my God, hold it. This just one IPO. Yeah, March 1st. And it went off at $17. But the bottom line is that you couldn't get it at $17 unless you had it the night before, because it ended up opening at $26. It opened at $26, went as high as $29. Now you're trading at $18. Numbers, let's go take a look at these numbers. So, loss per share is $2.31. They got some big losses happening, that's for sure. Yeah, the estimated loss, folks, is $176 million. They lost $188 million. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole Foods, let's go over to Whole Foods and see what's happening with Whole Foods. Whole Foods closed at $36.25. That's trading at $37.15. And these guys basically shaking everything up. They removed half of their board. They got, okay, so let's see. They're authorizing a $1.25 billion buyback program. They got to buy something back. Their dividend is going to get raised to 18 cents from 14 cents. And Whole Foods is planning to shake up its board in a bid to ward off a proxy fight with activist investor Jana Partners. The organic food grocer will replace as many as 7 of its 12 directors. The Austin-based company will name a new chairman according to the person. You get lots of action after the close here. If we go over to U.S. Steel, U.S. Steel closed at $21. It's trading 21. They just canned their CEO. Let's see what that says. CEO steps down. The COO is going to be named the replacement. And U.S. Steel is a mess. U.S. Steel, folks, has just gone from a price point of $41 down to $20.97 in 3 months. And if we go take a look at this and you put this on a longer-term chart, what you're going to see is that where you took off from the night of the election, you were $20. It goes up to a price point of 41, and bingo, you're not only back there, you're back there with the amount of volume that we're back there with is really dangerous. It looks like U.S. Steel is going to be making its way down to the $14.50 area. We go take a look at Fox, 20th Century Fox. They just come out with numbers. Let's see what they're saying. That closed at $27.68. That is trading at $26.82. And oh, this is trouble in paradise too, man. Look at all these. So this is making its way back to the December high volume swing low of $25. Let's see what they're saying. Okay, so this is an indication that we'll see whether the revenue's higher, but the earnings per share was higher. But most times when that happens, they don't believe it because your revenue's lower. Yeah, there you go. So the estimate was 48 cents. They made 54. The revenue estimate was $7.64 billion. They only come in with $7.56 billion. So you can see what happens is that the market doesn't believe companies when they claim that they've made more money to their bottom line, and yet their revenue number comes in smaller. And what tends to happen there, of course, is that you can fudge the revenue numbers, the earnings per share number, rather, for maybe 1, maybe 2 quarters. And the way that you do that, of course, is that you're not putting all the expenses into that quarter. You're making sure that you're actually billing faster and you're paying out on the balance sheet slower. And in fact, if you're paying out in your balance sheet in order to do this and not get a fraudulent deal under the SEC or your auditor, what ends up happening is that somehow you got to find a way that actually you didn't get billed for product, because the bottom line, if you get billed for product, that's supposed to be on there. But it seems that most of these public companies can do this on a continual basis. SYMC, let's go see what Symantec is doing here. So Symantec closed at $33.14. That is trading at $31.35. So that's at a high, and that's coming off that high. Numbers go like this. The earnings per share was 28 cents. They made 28. Revenue, $1.18 billion. They made $1.8 billion. Bottom line is that they made everything in line, and that's not good enough for an equity, of course, that just went from $24 to $33 in 5 months. That's coming off the levels, and that's coming off with some volume. PEGA, let's see, we got Pegasystems. That closed at $47.55. This is trading at $50.39. This company develops customer relationship management software. They provide products to the banking, mutual fund, and securities business. So you're trading up $3. This had volume on the way up today, too. This is a big volume, man. It's an ABC up. So your 8-point on this is 40. Your B is 46. You get $51 behind this thing. Yeah, that's at highs right now. And you're trading, yeah, there you go. You're trading at $50.40. HULX, let's see what we got here. Whoops, I guess CMFS. There is so many companies coming out with numbers. So this is, let's see what this does. They develop, manufacture knee implants. Okay, so this closed at $5.74. This is trading, a medical device company. It's trading at $6. And okay, so this had a earnings per share. they estimated a 37-cent loss. They lost 40 cents. Their revenue, the estimate was $18.5 million. They made $20 million. This is small. That's a small cap. Bottom line is that they did. You can see the difference there. They beat their revenues. Boeing got hit intraday out here today, folks, and Boeing's got a big problem. The fundamental problem is that their new jetliner, the 737, bottom line is that Boeing said they're going to temporarily suspend flights of its new 737 MAX jetliner because of an engine problem that came to light days before deliveries would begin to their airline customers. Engine supplier CMF, a venture of General Electric and Safran SA, notified Boeing of the manufacturer issue. Let's go over to GE and see if GE got hit simultaneously. Yeah, GE's the dog. GE just has gone from $32 to $28. This is going to get intriguing, yeah. You stay right there, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. We're going to be coming right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? EverBank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. EverBank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts, and keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow Industrials finished down 32. The NASDAQ up 8. S&Ps are up 1.5. Disney had come out with their numbers last night, folks. Disney goes south, has volume, broke a B point, ABC structure on the way down. Disney's down 241, 17 million shares, breaking that swing of 10 million. bottom line is that that sets up a 105 price projection on Disney. Now, what it did do is that they got down to 108, and bottom line, it closed at 109.66, which is over the swing point, meaning 109.06. You do that, though, that just most times turns into a complex ABC down. And what that means is that you broke the swing, you did it with volume, you're going to get a slight bounce, you're going to be right back down the other side, on the other side of that swing point again, which is 109.06, and that which sets up the 105 level. That's problematic for Disney. It's problematic for Disney because of the fact that that brings the supply line back to December 9th. That would mean that anyone that had bought that equity since December 9th is in a losing position. What does happen is that the supply line that it's coming into goes actually back from the 15th, from 2015. That was the first time. So when Disney came off its highs with volume, that was the first indication that they were continuing to lose numbers inside their cable subscription business. And that's all about ESPN. And that whole, that goes back quite a way now. That's August of 2015. So you got a year and 8 months ago that you're coming back. And that whole business, folks, you're going to see that business changing and changing very quickly. Because bottom line is that those skinny bundles are changing the way all of us are basically paying right now for cable. And it's just a matter of when is that tipping point coming that we all start pulling the plug simultaneously at the same time. What had happened inside the internet ordering business, meaning, how Amazon took over, that took quite a while. Once that tipping point came, however, guess what? That's when you had the retailers go south in a huge way. We go over and we take a look at Macy's. What you're going to see is that Macy's at $29.34. That's down from a high of 73 in July of 2015. Changes the whole structure. Guess what? Macy's is a great store, but bottom line, they're going to have a hard time making money as they have in the past. Once you actually get used to online buying, that's how it works. And it totally makes sense because of the fact of the matter that you're saving money, you're saving time, you're saving all of the above. It's a big number. Inside the cable business, well, let's go over and we take a look at Fox right now because Fox just came out with numbers. So 20th Century Fox, and these guys are everywhere, of course. They have the TV, they have the radio, they have the music, they have the, film studio. It's trading 27.68. It's trading right where it closed. Numbers go like this on Fox. Let's take a look. So the estimate was 48 cents. They made 54. Their revenue estimate was $7.6 billion. They came in with $7.56 billion. So they didn't make their revenue number. Let's see what they say. So take away the Super Bowl and 21st Century Fox latest quarter looks like a lot of their competitors, reflecting a tough climate for advertising sales. While advertising sales surged at the Fox broadcast network from the big game, of course, they got some extra on that game too because the Patriots were playing, no doubt. And that was an amazing game. But anyway, while advertising sales surged at the Fox broadcast network from the big game and additional football playoff, cable ad sales at the Rupert Murdoch's film and TV company slumped, as they have the other major entertainment companies posting quarterly results in the past 2 weeks, including Disney's ESPN network. Fox joins Disney, Time Warner, Comcast, some of the biggest U.S. TV programmers, are reporting a slack quarter for advertising, the result of a shrinking TV audience and growing resistance by marketers to keep paying even higher and higher ad rates. With the help of the Super Bowl, 21st Century Fox fiscal third quarter rose to 54 cents a share, beating analysts' estimates of 48 cents. Revenue added by $500 million and gain. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. So check this out. added by $500 million, and game day ad sales grew 4.6% to $7.56 billion in the period ended March 31st, but was short of the $7.64 billion that they expected to take in. Revenue from cable programming, Fox's largest business, rose 2.1% to $4 billion, held back by a flat domestic advertising and decline outside. The U.S. analyst estimate was $4.1 billion. Now, what's going to get interesting here is that, let's see, what month is it? It's May. I see. Okay, so I think what you're going to have in here, you might have 1 month of the advertisers that had gone south on Bill O'Reilly's show, which is their top show for Fox Network. But more than likely, what you're probably going to see there is that once they actually got rid of them, I suspect many of those advertisers came right back. I don't know who took over his show, but what you did have happen there is that when the advertisers went off the show, guess what? The bottom line is that no matter how popular he was, and that was the most popular show for Fox, guess what? You have no advertisers. See ya. Don't want to be ya. Who's coming in next? And, we'll see. As I said, I don't know who actually took over that show, but I suspect some of those advertisers actually come back. We go over to the XAU. Actually, let's go to the GDX first. So the GDX got an additional 9 million shares into the close in here. So we're up 41 cents. You're at 21.93. I would like to see a 21.95 close, actually. The 21.95 close is where the downdraft occurred on the 25th of April. We go into the XAU, the HUI. XAU is inside the larger range. That's 81.31. Closed at 81.51. The Gold Bugs Index also got inside the range, the higher range I'm talking about now, 189.15, and this was up $3.63. We're at 189.86. So tomorrow is going to be a big day out here because you got all these little swing points inside the Gold Bugs Index as well as the XAU. If they can overtake them, and if they can overtake them with some volume, then that's going to get us into Friday, which is always a little bit dangerous inside the metals market. So if we get up there tomorrow and you do have some juice, it's going to be a good Friday. If we go take a look at the yen and the correlation, what you have with the yen's at 114.28, and that bottom line, man, this 114.88 is game. So we'll see how that shakes out tonight. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow finished down 32. NASDAQ up 8. S&P's up 2. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. sequence. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at Whole Foods. Now, Whole Foods closed at $36.25. It's trading basically 37. Lots of things happening at Whole Foods. It's going to be interesting to see how this thing shakes out. What they just did is that they got rid of basically half their board. They appointed 5 new directors, named a new chairman, and inside that board, too, you get the CEO of Panera Bread. They put the CEO of Panera Bread on there. The shakeup includes naming a new claims naming current director to the chairman's role. Okay, so you get a new chairman. Bottom line, what they're trying to do, folks, is that they're trying to fend off an activist investor, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it. The reason being is that what you have. Let's see. Oh, this is so right now you got Jana Partners it's on the Bloomberg. It's saying 7.15%, but the Bloomberg is actually telling me it's at 8% right now. They're at 8%. Vanguard, of course, which is the ETF, has 9.3%. BlackRock has 7.7%. But both of those are ETF structures. You start getting 8, 9, 10% of a company, a public company that is, you can start moving things around pretty quickly. And right now, the stock's not moving. So its stock is coming into a downdraft that was out there from July of 2015. It doesn't look to me like it's going to be able to move into higher price at this particular point. U.S. Steel canned their CEO right after the close. That stock has just come down from $42 to $20 in 3 months. Let's see what they're saying. Okay, so the chief operating officer is going to take over as the CEO. It's not saying much. It's not saying much else. If we do take a look at U.S. Steel, what you're going to see is that U.S. Steel started off from this price point in November, back to this price point, but when you're looking at U.S. Steel, it looks to me like $14.53 is on the agenda. And that's quite a number. Let's go to another steel company, AKS. AKS led up and led down. Oh, this is a mess. Look at this. So AKS has just gone from a price point of $11.50 to $5.98. And if you do take a look at AKS, did the same type of deal on November 9th, election night. It was at $6. Trades up to $10.80 on the aspect of infrastructure, right back down the other side. What's going to get intriguing here is to watching how, number one, and will one of these tax bills come across. The market itself, folks, no doubt is sitting here at highs, number one, with the lowest volatility we've had in 24 years, lowest closing volatility. On Monday, we had the lowest close in 24 years in the volatility index. That close was at 9.77. Today we're at 10.18. And that market, you know, just bottom line, is complacent, number one, that, you know, things are going to probably get a tax cut. They're going to be able to bring money home. But guess what? I suspect that that is not going to take place as fast as folks actually do think it's going to take place. Now, the market itself hasn't spoke yet. The market itself is saying, hey, guess what? I'm sitting there waiting for it. So we'll see how long more they want to wait for it to bring that cash home versus the market decides that, guess what? This might be a year, it might be 2 years. And, you know, of course, the closer that you get to 2018, the higher the probability goes that it's going to be much harder to get a tax deal through. I'm not quite sure. They very well could do two different parts of that. The first part that I think the market is looking at that they probably could get done pretty quick is the tax implication of bringing the cash overseas back. The last time they did that, the PR on that was that, yeah, it's going to do jobs, it's going to do great for the country, it's going to do all that. Guess what, folks? All of that happened there was that was spent on dividends and buybacks. Bottom line is that, yeah, the shareholders, it was a field day, but that was about it. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We go take a look at the J.P. Morgan Chase. So you have interest rates that, bottom line, short-term rates that, in fact, I believe it's 100%. If we look at the Fed Fund, yeah, if you look at the Fed Fund futures rate, folks, the probability is 100% that the Federal Reserve is going to go up another quarter percentage rate in a June 14th meeting. If we go out to September, what you're going to have is right now they're baking in that, well, actually, September, November, and December and January is all around the same. They're baking in a 45% chance of an additional rate hike. You know, so the Fed thus far has talked about 3 rate hikes this year. We've had 1 so far. It looks like June 14th would be an additional one. And then we'll see after that how these numbers move in the either September, November, or December meeting. So the September meeting is September 20th, November 1st, and December 13th. That's how that baby is laid out. If we actually go over and take a look at those bonds out here today, what you had is that, in fact, let me see this, because I believe what happened, yeah, this went down pretty quick. Let's see. So it went down at 1 o'clock, and I believe at 1 o'clock, that's when you had a 10-year bond auction out here today, and it didn't go that well. Yeah, here it is. So Treasury's 10-year auction Wednesday was a lousy auction, and according to Dunlap, now this is Jeffrey Dunlap is one of the basically biggest Wall Street dealers inside the bond market, so he's a really bright guy. Wall Street dealers were left with their largest share of this year, meaning that they didn't get to move out as many as they wanted to move out. So that's what basically pushed those bonds from higher price, lower yield out here today to being flat. The 10-year note, 2.41, and that is in the middle of the range for the last 3 months. For the last 6 months, the middle of the range also. So the range of the 10-year in the last 6 months is 2 to 2.6. Right now, you're at 2.4. For the year, however, we're at the high end. 1.3 was the low for the 10-year this year. 2.6 is the high. We go take a look at the 30-year. What you have with the 30-year, and on the 1-year basis, the low is 2%. The high is 3.2. Right now, we're laying at 3. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. You had the Dow finished down 32, NASDAQ up 8, S&P's up 2. Flat market, folks. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver-producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, if you want to see a bank, now this is up in Canada, but this is going to be intriguing watching this whole thing shake out. So Home Capital, folks, has been a run on that bank. They've been accused by their SEC of fudging numbers since 2014. And the equity went from a price point of $30 and it's traded at $8.76 right now. That's not the story I want to tell, though. The story I want to tell, because this is just coming across the Bloomberg also. So check this out. Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce asset manager more than tripled its holdings in Home Capital Group to become one of the largest shareholders after several other funds unloaded the stock. CIBC Asset Management and funds now own 15% of Home Capital, with the position rising to 9.69 million shares as of April 30th. Now, watch this. This is the manager. We like to take advantage of market volatility, said Colin McKinley, a portfolio manager with CIBC Asset Management, which oversees 124 billion Canadian or 91 million US. if there's an asset that we think the stock price is overreacting to the news, that's an opportunity for us to add to our position. CIBC and its funds surpass Toronto-based Turtle Creek Asset Management, which increased its position in late April also, meaning they're doubling down. Now, here's the line I want you to hear. When a stock is going through this type of dramatic change in the marketplace, we double or triple or quadruple our efforts to ensure that we're doing everything we can to preserve wealth, but also take advantage of the situation. What he didn't say there, and that's what he did, folks, he quadrupled his position in, he not only went double down, he went quadruple down on a position that looks like, even at this point, that's going to be a disaster. The bottom line is that they're accused of a fraud. Technically, it's an ABC down, and your A point is 55, your B point is 26, so $30. Your C point is 39. You know, so we're at the ABC structure on the way down, which is $9, which is pretty amazing that it actually went to that. You know, we'll see where this whole thing does shake out, but this company here, I suspect is going to have bigger problems because they had a run on the bank. They were looking for $2 billion in capital just a few days ago. And, you know, more than likely they're going to get it. And that the CIBC is a monster bank, by the way. And, you know, we'll see whether they can shore up their position before it takes the next leg down. Now, what you have inside of this company is kind of like, no, it is like actually what happened in the U.S. in 2006 and 2007. The difference is that our paper that the banks were pushing out was fraudulent all over the place. But this company is accused of basically pushing out paper, meaning huge mortgages, that they shouldn't have pushed out, meaning liar loans. You know, so the quadrupling down of a position, it's going to be a big number. Tonight, what are you going to look for tonight? Well, what I'd look for first is if we go over to the Nikkei. Nikkei out here last night traded flat, up $57, 1,990. You know, and at 19,929 it has volume. So the yen continued to get weaker out here today. The yen's trading at 114.25, and it looks to me like, yeah, the yen probably wants to test the 114.88. We'll see how that shakes out tonight. We go over to the UK. What the UK did out here today, UK went up $43. You had the DAX in Germany go up $8. So that was flat. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you, folks. Go have a blast with it. Look forward to speaking right back here tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Wow! Look at them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.